my friends, let me again say welcome to another edition of John's Sports Corner. I'm going to say this. It might sound redundant. Thank you so much for tuning in and for sharing and for subscribing. And for those of you who are listening to us for the first time, remember you can get John Sports Corner on sosofat.com, or you can get John Sports Corner on Sosofat TV.com. Okay, where you can subscribe both to sosobone.com or you can subscribe to sosofat.com. That is where we have our anchor. We're parked on John Sports Corner. So John, let me again say thank you so much for giving us this update, this smorgasbord of sports that relates to us culturally, okay, and bring us back to the table on more than one occasion when we might have forgotten how important sports is and has always been to our culture. Over to John Sports Corner.
Thank you so much, Trevor, and a very good afternoon once more to our family and friends. Again, thank you for visiting John Sports Corner on the Sosofat Media Network. Before we forward into this afternoon's sports roundup, let me again remind you or invite you to go into Winner Circle Radio in the Sosofat shop and see the merchandise that's there. Shop till you drop. Of course, don't leave without the great Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. It's all there in the Winner Circle radio store. Let's talk sports and again start with birthdays. As yesterday, former undisputed welterweight boxing champion Lloyd Honeyghan, who was actually born in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, celebrated a birthday. Kaka, that former great Brazilian soccer player, he celebrated a birthday. Tomorrow, the great Indian batsman of yesterday, Sachin Tendulkar, who scored 51 test centuries with a top score of 248 not out, he celebrates a birthday. On Friday, Omar McLeod, Jamaica's Olympic and World Championship 110-meter hurdles gold medalist, he celebrates a birthday. Jason Livermore, another former Jamaican athlete, celebrates a birthday. So too, my favorite physiotherapist, Never Flowers, celebrates a birthday on Friday. Then on Saturday, Navleen Williams Mills celebrates a birthday. Olympian, of course, and world champion medalist. And who could forget in 2015, Beijing 4x4 anchor that when she took Jamaica to gold, what a leg she ran on that final leg. Also celebrating Friday is Albert Lawrence, another former Olympian out of Jamaica. Let's go to track and field as the 52nd Carifta Games ended on Monday, and considering Jamaica's opening day hiccups, Jamaica amassed 78 medals, 30 of the golden kind, and their 39th Carifta title on a trot. For reasons still unclear, in day one on the 2,400-meter final, Marchino Rose and Taj Marquis White stopped running shortly after the race started, while Sabrina Dockery was disqualified for a false start in the girls on the 2,100 meters, and all three were expected to medal. Before the game started, several Caribbean countries thought they'd do better in these Carifta Games And while Jamaica may have been disappointed, like last year, they came home with 78 medals. Only difference, last year they brought home 40 of them were gold, this year 30. The Bahamas ended with 37 medals, including 16 golds. Trinidad and Tobago, 25 medals with 9 golds. There were certainly some outstanding individual performances, starting with Bahamian Egan Neely, who won 4 gold medals, winning both the under 17 200 meters and 400, as well as anchoring his 4x1 and 4x4 teams to big wins. Matter of fact, the 4x4 team won in a record 3 minutes, 12.72 seconds, breaking the 3 minutes, 14.52 record held by Jamaica since 2012. Jamaica's time of 3 minutes, 13.28 was also below the old record. Bahamas closed the games by also winning the boys under 20 4x4. Their time of 3 minutes, 6.18 seconds, coming close to the 3 minutes, 5.68 second record held by Jamaica. Haven't heard why, but I haven't heard why Marcino Rose was not part of the 4x4 for Jamaica. And certainly his presence would have made the race a little more competitive. 4 goals also for Jamaica's Shania Douglas, winning both the under 20, 100, and 200 meters, as well as anchoring Jamaica to wins in the 4x1 and the 4x4 relays. A couple of record tosses for Jamaica's Kamari Kennedy. He shattered the under 17 discus record with a toss of 60.87 meters, which was well beyond the previous mark of 53.32 meters. He also won the under 17 shot put with a record throw of 18.90 meters, just beating the previous record that stood at 18.80 meters. His record tosses earned him the Austin Seeley Award as the most outstanding athlete of the 52nd Carifta Games.
What does that entail, John, when you get that recognition and that award?
Well, just that you are the most outstanding athlete in the meet.
You don't get a little check or not like that?
A check?
Hmm.
I don't think a check. You get a trophy.
Okay. Money talks. Money talks.
That you can put in the your cabinet, you know, or wherever, and display it. Yeah. But another Carifta highlight, I think, was the winners of the decathlon and heptathlon. Tyreek Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago won the decathlon, scoring 6,522 points. His twin sister, Tanique Vincent, won the heptathlon, scoring 5,053 points. You think St. Lucia have another sprint queen on the rise, Trevor? As Jada Emmanuel took the under 17 sprint double, winning the 100 in 11.50 seconds and the 200 in 23.47. She denied Jamaica, actually, of a sweep in the 100s.
Okay.
Perhaps the other big story belonged to the girls' pole vault winner, Jade Ferguson of the Bahamas. Last year, she failed to clear a height in the pole vault. Different story, 2025. She not only won gold, but also broke the record while dethroning the defending champion, Nia Jules of St. Lucia. The Carifta record now stands at 3.10 meters for the pole vault for girls.
What they drink in St. Lucia, John? I mean, Jamaica's got the yellow yam and the coffee. Grenada's got the nutmeg. You know, St. Lucia Rising. What's the secret, John?
Maybe seawater. I don't know, Trevor. Seawater. maybe something in their water. I don't know. Some volcanic ash. I don't know.
It's like I was listening to this agricultural discussion that was taking place, and they're talking about rum and the tariff and the impact on rum and all of that stuff. And they say, well, Barbados have the highest price rum in the Caribbean. And somebody said, hold on a second, but Barbados don't grow sugar cane.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, Trevor, the win denied Jamaica's Amani Phillips stretching the boys under 17 triple jump record to 15.58 meters. He had to settle with his leap of 15.26 meters as the new meet record, surpassing the previous record of 15.19 meters. Also closing out another outstanding Carifta career was U.S. Virgin Islander Michelle Smith, who won the girls under 20 400 hurdles and 800 meters. Her 7th and 8th gold medals in the Carifta Games. She has 4 in the 400 meters, 400 hurdles, and 4 in the 800 meters. This year, Jamaica did not sweep or dominate the relays. They lost the boys under 17 4x1. In fact, didn't even medal. And while it was considered the weakest boys under 17 team I've seen at the Carifta Games by Jamaica, a poor band change between the first and second leg and the second and third leg probably denied them at least a medal. But finally, maybe the happiest member of Jamaica's Carifta team was Jamal Stevenson. He was brought into the team with the injury to Gary Card and his schoolmate Shaquan Gordon deciding he would not run both the 110 hurdles and the 100. He only wanted to do 110 hurdles, so Jamal was brought in to run the 100. Turns out Jamal wins the 100 in a personal best time of 10.24 seconds. He won a second gold medal as part of the 4x1 under 20 team. He ran the opening leg. Shaquan also won double gold, winning the 110 hurdles in a record-breaking 13.19 seconds, and was part of the gold medal 4x1 winning relay. And Guyana pulled out of hosting the 2026 Carifta Games. And so the Spice Island of Grenada will now get the honor. And it will be at the Kirani James Stadium. Tell you what, let's go to a break and we will come back with much more on the other side.